Somebody please tell Darcy Kuemper that we are playing hockey, not dodgeball. What's up, Caps fans? Ooh, yeah. Happy fucking holidays indeed. Oh boy. As our Washington Capitals back-to-back 5-1 losses in the New York area. That hurts. Back-to-back Metropolitan Division games where it honestly looked like our team would be better off with an actual fucking pylon in net, seriously, rather than our $25 million goaltender. What a time to be alive. Funny story, I had actually planned to go to these games in New York over the holidays. Long story, but the holidays are a pretty sad time for me nowadays. So I figured, hey, you know what? I have always wanted to spend Christmas and New Year's in New York City. And the Caps happen to be in town there this year over the holidays. So why not fly down there and make a whole week out of it, right? Go to a couple of Caps games at Madison Square Garden and then in Brooklyn as well. Do the Christmas skating at Rockefeller Center and the New Year's Eve in Times Square. All of that, I'm like, hey, it'll be great. And boy, am I glad that my schedule got in the way. To prevent me from making that huge mistake. I ended up not being able to do that this year, and thank God. Like, can you imagine back-to-back 5-1 losses? Like, oh yeah, I came down here for Christmas because I was sad. Thanks for cheering me up, you bunch of assholes. But seriously, do we know any Caps fans right here, right now, who are watching this video here, who had the misfortune of being at both of these games? Because if so, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Do you need to talk? Do you need to talk to somebody? My God, are you doing okay? Because that must have been rough. Like, I hope none of you guys were there. I really do, because that must have been rough, man. Rough. So, if you were at the games, the one against the Rangers and then this one against the Islanders as well, let us know in the comment section. Man, do I feel bad for you. I really hope no one was there. I really hope that. But if you were there, like I said, let us know in the comment section, and let us know how you're feeling. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. We did get a Nicolas Aube-Kubel goal with 18 seconds left in this one, though. Woo-wee! That's something. Totally worth the 3 hours that I spent watching that tire fire just to get to that point. And the funny thing is that if it was an Alex Ovechkin goal instead of a Nicolas Aube-Kubel goal, then it actually would have been worth it, right? But alas, Nicolas Aube-Kubel is not chasing Wayne Gretzky. So for me, okay, the biggest takeaway from this game is Darcy Kuemper. Like, we have a Darcy Kuemper problem right now. And I'll probably get more into it in depth on the podcast because we simply don't have the time here. But folks, it is not a pretty picture for Darcy Kuemper right now. Back-to-back games here now, giving up 5 goals, 10 goals total over these last 2 games, and many of these goals that he is letting in have just been awful. Like, let's run through the goals that he gave up here tonight as an example, okay? Brace yourselves. First Islanders goal, just a regular shot from behind the face-off dot, no screen by J.G. Pageau, who is not exactly a huge sniper, by the way, but he beats Darcy Kuemper clean. Kuemper was extremely slow reacting to that shot and in fact appeared to not be ready for the shot at all, and that is J.G. Pageau's 3rd goal of the season. Second Islanders goal, only about a minute after their first goal. Defenseman Noah Dobson from far out, another long-range shot that beats Kuemper clean. No screen on that one either, again. And it's another guy who is not exactly a big-time sniper, right? Like, that is Noah Dobson's first goal in 19 games. So Darcy Kuemper makes him look right there like Alex Ovechkin in his prime. And this goal, again, highlights 2 things that have become extremely problematic for Darcy Kuemper. The first being the plethora, if you want to call it that, that's a good word, the plethora of long-range shots that are beating him right now. And, you know, the second thing as well, being his complete inability to stop the bleeding anytime that he gives up a goal. Like, one goal always turns into two, always, which nowadays for him, you know, one always turns into two, and then it seems like two is also always turning into five more times than not. So that's obviously a problem. Hard to win games that way. Hard to even have a chance to win games that way, quite frankly. Third Islanders goal. On what was a fairly routine first initial shot, Kuemper kicks out a massive rebound right to the slot, right to a waiting Julien Gauthier, who snipes it past him. Again, beating him cleanly. And again, Kuemper makes the guy look as if he's Alex fricking Ovechkin in his prime, just getting absolutely dummied on this shot by this guy who has 2 goals on the season coming into this game and 16 goals total in his entire career. So that's great. Unbelievable. Not much that the defense can do either when your goaltender is kicking out a rebound like that. That is free lunch money for Gauthier there. Fourth Islanders goal. Wouldn't you know it, Julien Gauthier doubles his season's goal total in 1 period against Darcy Kuemper. And oh no, not just in 1 period, but actually he doubles his season's goal total in a mere 18 seconds. Gauthier, he has 16 career goals coming in. Remember that? But he has got 18 career goals now as he dekes Darcy Kuemper completely out of his jockstrap here as if he's a 50-goal scorer in this league. And again, this to me is just unbelievable to watch. But wait, there's more. Fifth. Geez, I'm running out of fingers here. 5th Islanders goal. Again, less than 4 minutes after their 4th goal. And hey, look, it's JG Pageau again. He doubles his season's goal total in this game as well, scoring his 4th goal of the season here now. And oh man, if you are playing for a contract in this league, if your deal's expiring at season's end, if you need a new one, have I got an idea for you? Make sure to throw some shots at the net if you have got a game against Darcy Kuemper on your schedule. That will drive your price right up. Right up. Cha-fucking-ching, baby. Dollar signs. Multiple players doubling their season's goal totals in this game alone. That is just unbelievable. But anyways, Pageau as well takes Kuemper to the cleaners on the deke on this one here, just like Gauthier did a few minutes earlier, and it is 5-0, baby. And just like the previous game against the New York Rangers, if you are still watching the game at this point, I commend you, seriously. You, sir, or you, ma'am, have a level of courage that most could only hope to achieve. Good on you. And hey, like I alluded to earlier, if you were still watching the game at this point, then you were rewarded with a Nicolas Aube-Kubel goal with 18 seconds left. But let's be honest, at that point, like, that did kind of just feel like that cheap little plastic toy that they give you at the county fair, right? Like, you know the ones that they give you, like, just for participating in the carnival game, right? Like, oh, you know, you weren't a good enough throw to actually knock down any of these beer bottles behind me that you're supposed to knock down to get the real prizes, like the real big teddy bears, right? Okay, here's a cheap little plastic toy for participating. Good for you, even though you suck. That Nicolas Aube-Kubel goal was the Caps' cheap little plastic toy of the night. Darcy Kuemper. I'm speechless. An .828 save percentage in this game. This coming, by the way, in case you've forgotten, this coming after he had an .839 save percentage in just the previous game. So, .828 tonight, .839, like I said in the previous game. It is not looking good right now, folks. I can't sugarcoat it, okay? We usually try to be positive on these post-game recaps, reviews, whatever you want to call them. It's not looking good right now. Those are unplayable numbers. And the worst part is, because we haven't even gotten to that yet, believe it or not, But the worst part is that we might have to play him even with those numbers. Because, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Charlie Lindgren actually started this game, okay? He was supposed to be our goaltender for this game. He stopped the first 3 Islanders shots in this game, and then he had to leave the game with an injury. So no word yet on how serious that injury is or isn't. Hopefully isn't. But we'd all better cross our fingers and our toes because Darcy Kuemper ain't it right now, folks. And like I said, it might have to be something that we get into more in depth on the podcast because there simply isn't enough time during these short post-game videos to do the deep dives into the numbers and all of that. But I can promise you this, and you can take my word for it and you can hold me to it. There is not one single number that looks good for Darcy Kuemper this season. I've been through all of them, okay? There is not one good one. Like, there is not even one single thing that we can hang our hat on here and point to and be like, oh, okay, you know, maybe he's playing better than the rest of his numbers suggest. Nope, they're all bad. They're all bad. They're all really, really bad, okay? Traditional stats, analytics, everything. Bad, 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 bad. And so on that note, that is where I'm going to leave off on for this one. And so I will leave you guys with the ever famous quote from the movie Dodgeball, okay? Because I think it's fitting here. That quote being that if you can dodge a wrench, then you can dodge a ball, all right? And as I said at the beginning of this video, someone has got to remind Darcy Kuemper that he is in fact playing hockey, not dodgeball, okay? And so in this case, you're supposed to let the wrenches hit you, man, not sail past you into the top corner. God damn it, as you watch helplessly, like he's watching helplessly as pucks fly past him. I'm watching helplessly from my couch. My God, not good times here right now, folks. Make a save. That's all I have to say. Make a save. Make a save. Or make 2 or 3 saves. Just wake up. Can you tell that I'm like so rattled? All right, Caps fans, that is it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please take a second and hit that like button down below. If you really enjoyed the video, please take another second and click on that subscribe button for me as well. And until next time, babes, and as always, let's go Caps.